So we're going to be reacting to a few of the key moments in the film right now. Movie Sleepover edition. We're going to watch this movie how it was meant to be seen. Hiding behind a fuzzy blanket. I'm just kidding. It's Arizona. It's like 1,000 degrees in here. If you see me sweating, that's why. I'm decked out in star stuff today. The universe all over me. That's what she said. The score is very reminiscent of Psycho. I think that's true right away. I saw a whole clip about M. Night Shyamalan talking about how he went into this film, and as he does with many of his films, not wanting them to be scored, going, there's not going to be any music in this film. And then, of course, as it always does, music will add to the film, and he realized this upon editing, so he goes to James Newton Howard, and here comes this score, which I think gets everybody in the mood to be scared right away. I'm always fascinated by casting and like how somebody knows that a cast is going to work well together. Written, produced, and directed, M. Night Shyamalan King. That's what I want to do. I want to write, produce, and direct my own films and act in them. Okay, so we begin on an idyllic playground. But something's wrong. Here we have Mel Gibson waking up in bed alone, so we're seeing that he lost his wife. Ooh, look at the shadow of the crucifix on the wall. This shadow of the crucifix perfectly communicates, without saying a single word, that this is a man who has lost his faith. This is somebody who used to believe, but experienced something so traumatic and so awful that he took down the crucifix that clearly was hanging on that wall for a very, very long time. This is a great example of showing rather than telling your audience something. This film launches you into the action straight away. We're introduced to the characters the same time they're introduced to the strangeness. Okay, so we have a scream from a little girl. That sounded weird. Morgan! So normal crop circles are usually wheat, but corn looked much more imposing and intimidating on camera, so we go with corn. Aw, shucks. I'll see myself out. Ooh, I love this shot. That symmetry is gorgeous.
Are you in my dream too?
Ew.
This is not a dream.
Dogs are barking. Woke us up.
Are you hurt?
Priorities.
I think God did it.
Oh my God, what a line. Oh my God, I cannot imagine how bizarre that must feel. And violating. So they did plant, from what I understand, they did plant like this huge section of corn, and they did this one circle. And then the little one, I think they did, but the rest is CGI. So they did, where they're standing, they actually did that. That is so cool looking. It has a trident. Water motif.
See, it was strange finding the crops that way. The kids were confused by it, and sure take the strangeness away if I knew it was just Lionel and the Wolfenden brothers messing around, that's all.
That sounds like a band name. Lionel and the Wolfington brothers. I think it's interesting that he says the kids were confused by it. He's not admitting to anyone, not even himself, that he is weirded out by this occurrence.
Houdini peed. I think he's sick.
Why don't you take him outside? I'll call Dr. Crawford.
He doesn't treat animals.
Well, he'll know what to do.
He doesn't want to call the vet because the vet, Ray, is who killed his wife when he fell asleep at the wheel. So even though Dr. Crawford doesn't treat animals, he'd rather call him than have to call the vet.
That was quick, Caroline. I only called you folks 2 hours ago.
Old Mrs. Kendallman twisted her ankle, as she puts it, diving for her life when a bunch of school kids rode down the sidewalk on skateboards.
I wonder what coverage they got for this scene. Did they do like close-ups for this over the shoulders, or was it always just a 2-shot?
Dad's gonna burn these again.
We got parentified child. Oh, this part. Oh my gosh, this part scares me. Don't make fun of me when I jump.
You don't even know what that word means.
It tastes funny.
It does not. Besides, he licks his butt every day. I don't think he'll mind.
Fair. I hate it.
Houdini? Bo, don't run.
What a smart little boy. Don't run, because that'll kick in the dog's predator instincts to chase. Oh, you can see the tail wagging. That's an animal that was trained to do this on command, but he's going to get a treat for growling at her, so the tail is wagging, and they don't want that in frame.
Can't be by hand. It's too perfect.
Doesn't sound much like Lionel Pritchard and the Wolfington brothers. Can't take a piss without wetting the front of their pants. Some animals around the county have been acting funny. And some of them violent. It's almost like they act when they smell a predator around, peeing on themselves and everything.
Oh, dear.
What's wrong?
I don't hear my children.
Oh, my gosh, what a line. That could go so many ways. Oh, my God. I cannot imagine the stress and trauma of having to slay your childhood dog, your best friend. That's probably that boy's best friend in the whole world. I just cannot imagine. Like, we talk a lot about the scares, but this film has a lot of dark moments, a lot of trauma.
He fell on me. He wanted to kill Bo.
Oh, you little hero. He's probably gonna be haunted by that for the rest of his life. I would be. That's torture to me. I love when little kids let you hold them like that. Like when they're just on you like that. That's so cute. Lots of low-angle shots in this beginning. There's also a lot of stars and moons and sun cutouts, I've noticed. I think that set design is really cool. It sort of keeps that celestial theme going without being heavy-handed.
What's the matter?
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
What a line.
What's wrong with the water next to your bed?
It tastes old.
I woke up to a little boy once just staring at me, and I cannot tell you how horrifying that is. Trust and believe, Bo, you probably scared your dad just as much as that alien scared you. Just saying. It's interesting that the two kids share a room in such a big house. I wonder if that started after Mom passed. If, like, she moved into his room for comfort, and they just haven't moved out yet.
Why do you talk to Mom when you're by yourself?
Little kids are so much more perceptive than we give them credit for.
Makes me feel better.
Does she ever answer back?
Not with words.
She never answers me either.
Oh, babe. Ooh, my gosh. Gut punch and then bam in your face. But it's, oh my God.
Lionel Pritchard and the Wolfington brothers are back.
Yeah, baby.
It's time for an ass whooping.
This is not an intelligent way to approach this.
These are the two sides of my brain. One is just constantly babysitting the other.
All right, listen. We both go outside, move around the house in opposite directions. We act crazy, insane with anger, make them crap in their pants, force them around till we meet up on the other side.
Okay, Napoleon, with your strategy.
Won't be convincing. It doesn't sound natural when I curse.
Sounds natural when I do because I do it way too often.
All right, you want them stealing something in the house next time? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm insane with anger!
I'm gonna put "I'm insane with anger" on a t-shirt. That is so funny. When I was younger, I didn't realize that was a motion-activated light, so I thought the alien turned it on, and I was like, why would it do that?
How did he get him?
Creepy. It could be right in front of them, and they'd have no idea. That is so gross to me.
Are you sure it says Lionel Pritchard?
Ooh. It jumped over them? I'm sorry, huh? Ew.
You can use Bo's baby monitor as a walkie-talkie.
You can?
It only works one way, but it'll do fine.
That's how you set up a plot device.
That is until someone gets you no walkie-talkie left over at the station.
Oh, that's so sweet of her.
Hey, Bo.
Dexter's laboratory.
Down to love. You're too old to still be doing this. You take a glass of water and you finish it. Now, what's wrong with this one?
It has dust in it.
This one?
A hair.
This one?
Morgan took a sip and it has amoebas in it.
I once was just like Bo and would leave cups everywhere. It has been really hard for me to stop doing that my entire life, but I would tell my family, like, just wait till the aliens come and you'll be thanking me, when it turns out their one weakness is piles of paper.
So how are you, Meryl?
Masking rage at my unmet potential. That's how I am. Resistance is futile.
We should just keep all possibilities available.
That's fair.
Excluding the possibility that a female Scandinavian Olympian was running around outside our house last night, what else might be a possibility?
I'm not done asking questions, and I don't appreciate sarcasm.
Okay, I was out of line with the whole female Scandinavian Olympian thing. I'm pretty strong, and I'm pretty fast. And I was running as fast as I could, and this guy, he was just toying with us.
Baby, why don't you just change the channel on the television?
I did.
And
Same shows on every station.
The same show is on every station. We're gonna miss Flipper. Do you guys remember when the government, they were like, oh, by the way, aliens are real on a random Tuesday morning? And we were all like, yeah, you've been gaslighting us since like the 60s. Thanks very much. No, but seriously, if there were signs of aliens invading like this, what do you think the response would be? Like, legitimately.
Your family has been through a lot. But take them into town and get their minds and your mind on everyday things. Good medicine.
Good sheriff. I remember reading something about how Mel Gibson doesn't usually play such introspective characters, but I think he did a really good job in this film. What do you guys think? I believe M. Night Shyamalan cast him because he looks like the guy you believe would do anything to protect his family. Book Money was the highlight of my adolescence. Oh, my brother never did that. That is so sweet.
Trying to sell sodas. Explaining something.
This is always in my head whenever I hear the number 13. I quote this guy.
I've seen 12 soda commercials so far. 12!
Why is no one saying the obvious? These are just copycats.
It was asthma medicine, right, Father?
You gotta love, like, the guy on the radio just now sounded almost exactly like Joe Rogan to me. You gotta love the people who are so authoritative with their speech that they sound like they know what they're talking about, so you believe everything they say. But as you'll be able to attest to, the guy on the radio just now is clearly wrong, as we will see later when we see actual aliens. So just a reminder, just because somebody sounds like they know what they're talking about does not mean that you should just take their words as fact. Just want to put that out there.
Tracy, I am not a reverend anymore.
Please, I need to clear my conscience.
This is how you take a small role and steal the show. This guy was so extra in this role and I adore it. I am here for it.
Nobody's been hurt, mind you. And that's the giveaway.
And that's the giveaway.
It's called probing. It's a military procedure. You send out a
Interesting.
reconnaissance group, very small, check things out, evaluate the level of danger, make sure things are all clear.
Things are all clear.
Clear for what?
For the rest of them.
Oh, he's so creepy. I love it.
You didn't used to play baseball, did you?
Oop.
Yet I know you. You're Merrill Hess. Still the record, right?
Got the bat at home, on the wall.
Why weren't you in the pros making stacks of cash and getting your toes licked by beautiful women?
Ew.
He has another record most people don't know about. Merrill's a Class A screw-up.
Says the guy wearing a leather vest.
Merrill here has more strikeouts than any two players.
Ooh, that's a lot. Would that make you lose your career?
Felt wrong not to swing.
Interesting. Can you imagine if he didn't flinch?
Bo has this thing about her drinking water. She had it her whole life.
13! Soda. How do I remember these things?
I cursed 37 times last week. Is douchebag a curse?
I suppose that would depend on its usage.
Then it's not 37, it's 71.
Okay, but our girl's good with numbers.
I don't want any one of you spending time with Tracy Abernathy alone.
someone's not getting hired as a babysitter. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk about this later as well, but what do you guys think about him casting himself as Ray? So he's not, like, in jail?
Who is he?
Oh, Bo doesn't know. Yeah, better speed off. That'll make them feel better. Notice how Graham just goes right back to eating his pizza after, like, he's so uncomfortable with the moment, while Meryl and Morgan are both sort of looking after Ray, still stuck. Graham doesn't want to talk about it. He just wants to move ahead. But you can't do that with grief. That's not how it works, unfortunately.
What is it?
This is so good.
Bo's baby monitor.
I found it in the basement. I'm gonna use it as a walkie-talkie. What if it's catching a signal from them?
That would be me as a child.
This crop stuff is about a bunch of nerds who never had a girlfriend in their lives. They do stupid crap like this to feel special. Nerds were doing it 25 years ago, new nerds are doing it again.
Why can't they get girlfriends?
Because they don't take the time to invest in their emotional maturity and their communication skills and their self-awareness. That's why they can't get girlfriends.
It's just gonna keep doing this. Maybe some new batteries.
We might lose a signal.
This is exactly what the nerds want.
I wonder if this was a difficult scene to shoot just based on the angle of the lighting.
Not English, though. You heard the voices, right, Uncle Meryl?
I don't know what I heard, kid.
I heard them, Morgan.
Oh.
Stop!
Ooh, the signal gets clearer when they touch.
I'm letting go now.
No, Dad! Don't do it!
You'll lose the signal.
Someone has shifted sides.
Well, honey, I don't want you climbing on the car.
But if my big brother got to do it, I get to do it. Story time. Once when I was like 3, it was super hot outside during the summer and my brother took off his shirt and I was like, well, my brother did it, so I can do it. So I take off my shirt and then I got chastised for taking off my shirt because I'm a girl. And so what did I do? I took off everything else and ran around in my underwear. I don't do well with authority.
Stop!
Ooh, beautiful. It became clear when the family was all connected. So from what I read, they used slowed down insect sounds to make the sounds that the aliens make. Can you imagine there's a predator that you can smell, you can hear, you can tell that there's a predator closing in and invading. You're trying to warn people, but all they do is tie you up outside. Like, poor Isabel, dude. This poor
You're gonna
dog.
feel very silly when this turns out to be all just make-believe.
And these aliens don't seem like they, like the one that puts its fingers under the door later, like they seem like they tempt people. Ooh, don't love it. They seem like they mess with people, like they troll a little bit. So I wouldn't be shocked if the aliens are like messing with the dog and be like, I think it's interesting that this film has both dogs die. Isn't that a thing? Like, doesthedogdie.com or something like that? You can look up if the animal dies in the film. Lots of low-angle shots. He's being so particular about how he points the flashlight down so that it doesn't get a lens flare in the camera. Ooh, that almost looks like somebody could be right there. Like that outline. Crickets. It is eerily silent. That is good sound design.
You're wasting your time here.
It makes you uncomfortable. You're sort of waiting for it to return. Usually in scary movies you can tell because like it'll get really quiet right before a jump scare. Or like in Paranormal Activity when they would play like that really low hum right before the demon would do something. Okay, I remember this scene being really scary when I was a kid. So is the alien trying to talk to him just now? Is there more than one of them? Are they just watching him? Are they under orders not to attack anybody yet? Like, I have so many questions. I remember that being so much scarier. Don't get me wrong, it's still scary. How scary. Oh my gosh. And of course, they're completely oblivious. Do you think he told them? I doubt it.
Okay.
Let's turn on the TV.
Oh, yeah, it's time. I can no longer deny this. I saw it with my own eyes. Those look almost exactly like the Phoenix lights. Did you guys ever hear about that? The entire city of Phoenix, Arizona saw these floating lights in the sky that looked almost exactly like those. I remember reading about it in a book when I was little. And now, of course, I live in Arizona. And I saw a UFO, but that's a story for another video.
Some people are probably thinking this is the end of the world. Do you think it could be?
Yes.
Couldn't you pretend to be like you used to be? Give me some comfort.
That's the thing when you're always the one people go to with your problems. When you break down, there's nobody really there, and then people get upset with you that you're not there for them.
People break down into two groups. When they experience something lucky, group number one sees it as more than luck, more than coincidence. They see it as a sign.
I experienced several signs while recording this video. The first was when I decided Signs was going to be the movie I would watch. And I recorded an initial reaction before I went on vacation with my best friend. We get to our room, turn on the TV, and what movie should be playing on the TV but Signs? Sign number 1. I get home and look at my footage, and half of it is unusable. So here I am recording it all over again. And to me, I was actually thinking of re-recording that footage anyway because I wasn't entirely proud with how it turned out. So I took it as a sign that that was meant to be a practice video, and I was always meant to re-record it. When you have a generally positive outlook on life, you can find the silver lining whenever you choose to.
Group number 2 sees it as just pure luck. Could be bad, could be good.
I think of the children actors who just have to sit laying on the actors. They had to be there for this whole day of filming.
See, what you have to ask yourself is, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that sees signs, sees miracles? Or do you believe that people just get lucky? Is it possible that there are no coincidences?
There are many times throughout life, especially history and what's going on right now, where it's kind of hard to imagine that there is someone up there who is seeing everything happen and choosing not to intervene. Generally, I think that Signs leaves it up to the viewer whether they want to interpret it through a faith lens or more of a scientific lens, where it's like confirmation bias versus destiny. What group are you guys in? Group number 1 or group number 2?
Take out the gum and turn around. Randa McKinney throws up all over herself.
Oh gosh.
I knew the second it happened. It was a miracle. I could have been kissing her when she threw up.
Oh.
That would have scarred me for life. I may never have recovered.
Completely serious.
I'm a miracle man. Those lights are a miracle.
I never told you the last words that Colleen said before they let her die.
Let me get my ukulele.
She said, see.
Yeah, those kids just had to sit for an entire day pretending to be asleep. This scene was shot the night after 9/11 happened.
He wasn't drunk. Ray fell asleep at the wheel.
Is he okay?
What a good man that the first thing he asks is if he is okay.
What ambulance is she in?
She's not in an ambulance, Father.
Oof. Shyamalan really has a gift for these lines that really just hit you in the gut and then cut away. I love the cinematography, that we had the cable sort of leading the shot.
There's a theory about the crop circles. Some kind of landmark visual mapping system so they could...
In my original reaction video, I went and got some tinfoil and made a tinfoil hat, but trust and believe it was hella hot, so I'm not gonna do it again.
Looks a little like our house, doesn't it?
Same windows.
It's weird.
Notice there's 3 bodies. If Meryl wasn't there to swing away, it wouldn't have ended that well.
That's enough from Dr. Bimbo for now. Everybody in this house needs to calm down, eat some fruit or something.
Typical dad response. Oh, the project is still half done.
You have one of your feelings again? Won't let anything bad happen to you.
I don't want you to die.
Sometimes kids just say the strangest things. The use of tension and silence in the film is really, really deliberate, and I like it a lot.
Thank you for coming, Father.
You're welcome, Ray.
Never fallen asleep driving before. Never since.
Don't.
Most of the ride home,
Oh.
there wasn't a car in sight in either direction.
He literally says, don't. This is a man who cannot hear this right now. Like, this is, oh my gosh. Mel Gibson's performance during this part is truly something to watch, in my opinion. It's very understated. Watch just the way he's trying to keep from crying. So many actors make the choice to cry, but I think it's so interesting when you can tell a character is much more reserved and stoic and they don't allow themselves to go there. And so just watch his emotion during this scene, as especially when Ray apologizes and how he sort of swallows what he wants to say.
It was like it was meant to be. These places marked in crops and such, none of them are really near water. I don't think they like water. I know what I've done to you. It made you question your faith. I'm truly sorry for what I've done to you and yours. Don't open my pantry, Father. I found one of them in there and locked him in.
Ew, what do you mean? I feel like Jennifer Lawrence where she's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Here we go. I love this part. This is one of the best parts of the movie, let's be real. Vamonos, children.
What you're about to see may disturb you.
This video was shot handheld by M. Night Shyamalan himself with a little camcorder, meant to take place in Brazil to show the global impact this is having.
Move, children! Vamonos!
Dude. Oh my god. So are they like flamingos where they eat greens mostly, so they're green? Because don't flamingos eat something and that makes them pink? Or am I completely way off base? This is called the swing set. So what they would do was they could only shoot with the children for a certain number of hours a day. The kids had to be in school a certain number of hours a day. They were only allowed to work a certain number of hours a day. And then when the kids eventually had to go home by law, they would head over to the swing set and shoot whatever shots they could pick up.
We know all about the hoax.
I like that you see the shadow of it under the door. But then when he looks, there's nothing there. Originally, the aliens were supposed to be invisible, but M. Night Shyamalan couldn't get the effect he wanted with CGI, so they went a bit more this direction. Camouflage aspect rather than invisibility. Interesting. So did it make a scream noise as well? I think that scene where it screamed and then you see all the birds fly around, M. Night Shyamalan did speak a lot about how the birds was an inspiration for this film. So it kind of, that might have been a little homage.
Their skin changes colors. That's why we couldn't see them that night.
They happen to detail what would happen if they were hostile.
They said there are one of two outcomes of an invasion. One, they fight and are defeated and have to return again with full forces, hundreds, maybe even thousands of years later.
What's two?
They win.
I love how they squished them together on the couch so that they could be in the frame like that. That's really cute.
I heard a theory that they don't like places near water. We'd be safe from them near a lake or something.
Sounds made up. We'll be safe here anyway. I don't want to leave home. This is where we lived with Mom.
Aww.
You lose. 3-2.
Look at that body language. That's such a cute little rocking chair for Bo. Do you see that right there? That's so cute.
We're going to board up every window in this house.
How do we know boards will do anything?
Because they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
We have our red, white, and blue house, making us think that the family is sort of representative of all of America.
The information we're receiving comes from our affiliates across the world.
Dad, Uncle Merrill! They're appearing at or within 1 mile of crop signs.
They were for navigation. They made a map. They're gonna be within a mile of us.
Notice we spend a lot of time on reaction shots. Even when we get to the action and we see the actual alien, we spend a lot of time looking at how the other characters are reacting to it as opposed to looking directly at it. The acting in this scene is incredible, and then to know that it was shot in maybe 3.5 hours is crazy.
Maybe we should say a prayer.
We're not saying a prayer.
Bo has a bad feeling.
I had a dream.
Bo is such a little Pisces miracle child.
We aren't saying a prayer. Eat.
I hate you.
That's fine.
You let Mom die.
Sorry. After witnessing his wife pass later on in the film, is gonna tell his creator, I hate you.
I am not wasting one more minute of my life on prayer. No one can stop us from enjoying this meal, so enjoy it!
I think this is one of Mel Gibson's best performances. And Abigail Breslin, just for such a young actress, knocked it out of the park. This film, as much as it's about, the alien invasion and grief in itself, it's also about a family coming back to life. And once again, the family is all touching and connected. And what happens? We're connected again. What a sinking feeling to know that even the news isn't broadcasting.
It's happening.
Ooh, the way the crickets cut out. They're here.
Did I ever tell you what everyone said when you were born, Bo?
What a good father. Even as he's focusing on making them safe, he's trying to make them feel emotionally and mentally safe as well. That's a good parent.
And you looked up at me and you smiled. They say babies that young can't smile.
It was probably gas.
You smiled.
This is one of the best. As far as building tension goes, I think this is one of the best scenes in the film.
Forgot Isabel.
The way we don't focus, we don't see anything. We look at a wall, and all we do is hear. This poor dog. Oh, God. I don't even want to think about what they did to her.
Should we turn off the lights? They already know we're here.
Dude, seeing the shadows. This is so well done. It got me, I jumped.
Do you know what happened when you were born, Morgan? And then she said real soft, "Hello, Morgan. I'm your mama. You look just how I dreamed."
We forgot the attic. Okay, this alien doing this, is it just messing with them? Ugh, it's so creepy. The choice to shoot this scene all with flashlights is so interesting to me. So they're actively hunting people. This is not just an invasion for resources, but they're actively trying to exterminate the population right now? God, the thought of not even radio broadcasting, that's terrifying.
What's happening out there? I can't even imagine.
The book says they're probably very good problem solvers. They'll find a way in.
That's terrifying.
Morgan, give me your flashlight.
That was a cool insert shot. I wonder how many times it took them rolling that flashlight for it to stop perfectly right in frame.
I can feel air. Me too. It's getting stronger.
This is one of the scariest shots. I think this is so good when the flashlights meet in the middle. So good. It's in frame. I love this.
What?
Okay, that is my absolute favorite, and if I ever make a horror film, when I make a horror film, I will absolutely be incorporating shots where the danger is in frame, but you don't realize it until it actually moves. That gets me going, story-wise and just filmmaking-wise, to have something in the frame that you don't realize its relevance and importance until it actually comes into play, I think is such a cool aspect of filmmaking and storytelling. Can you imagine just the hand is like...
We don't have his medicine.
Oh my God. This is what I get nervous about when I think about like an EMP or the end of society or anything like that. I get nervous because like I'm on a lot of medication for my chronic illness and...
I dreamed this.
Oh, Bo, you little oracle.
It hurts. Be strong, baby. It'll pass.
How helpless you must feel.
Don't do this to me again. Not again.
Not again.
I hate you. I hate you.
I've been there.
Don't be afraid of what's happening. Believe it's going to pass. Breathe with me. Together. The air is going in our lungs. We're the same.
What a difficult monologue that must have been. He says like the same thing, essentially, but several different ways.
We should save the flashlights.
She won't be saved. Her body is pinned in such a way that it's alive when it shouldn't be alive. And the truck is holding her together.
Oh, God, how horrific.
This is the last time I'm going to talk with my wife.
Yes, it is.
Nobody believes me, but they didn't come here for our planet. This is a raid. They came here for us, to harvest us.
They're leaving?
He said they had poison gas. A lot of people died. They left some of their wounded behind. People must have figured out a way to beat them. Everyone has a weakness, right?
Just teenage boys with super soakers. Die, alien scum! It's not funny.
There's things I can take, and a couple things I can't. One of them I can't take is from my older brother who starts losing faith in things. I saw your eyes last night. I don't want to ever see your eyes like that again. Philadelphia and its outlying counties are cleared.
He's not strong enough. If he has another attack right now...
I know. We'd have to be sure before we opened up that door, Graham. It's good enough for me.
Me too.
I remember thinking when I was a little kid that the aliens left those cutouts. I was like, why would they do that? There's the bat on the wall in the background.
You're dancing.
Yeah, like this.
As we begin evaluating the loss of life.
So cute.
You want to see it?
This is such a good jump scare incoming. This is the most we should have seen of the alien. In my opinion, we should never have seen the face. I think that was a mistake, and it should have been a more of a Jaws situation where like you don't see the monster and that makes it scarier. Ooh, set up, payoff. Did you see Graham on his wrist? You killed my father. That framing though, look at that. Look how claustrophobic that feels.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, baby.
It was meant to be. And tell Graham.
Come here.
See. Tell him to see.
See the signs?
And tell Meryl to swing away.
This movie gets me.
Are you the kind that sees signs, sees miracles? Or do you believe that people just get lucky? Is it possible there are no coincidences? Swing away, Meryl.
Payoff.
Meryl, swing away.
See, it's a good shot, I get it, I just wouldn't have used it myself. And then you see little Bo on his back. Such a cool shot. I love this look between them. I love that it hisses. That's like me at the sun. I walk outside, I see the sun, I'm like... I'm coming for you, baby. is how you show rather than tell. Yeah, those insert shots.
That's why he had asthma.
The idyllic farmhouse, now with broken windows.
It can't be luck. His lungs were closed. No poison got in. His lungs were closed. Don't touch him. Give him a minute.
Dad? What happened? Did someone save me?
I think someone did.
So the opening image returns. This time the glass is broken, but the family is intact. There's no longer the shadow of the crucifix on the wall. Now there's family photos. Because the one eventuality that we all come to, regardless of grief or any other circumstances, that life, for better or worse, does go on. You hear the laughter in the background. No dialogue, just a man getting ready for work. And it says so much. Let me decompress for a minute. Do I believe in coincidence? Yes. I think some things are just random. But I think overall, faith is a decision to find meaning in life. I don't believe that everything happens for a reason, personally, but I believe that we can give reason to everything that happens. I believe that there is a way to find good in every situation. So what was your guys' favorite part? My favorite part is probably the alien showdown, though I am really partial to the part where the hand is just in the coal chute and then it like grabs him. I love that shot, but I do love the epic showdown just for the setups and the payoffs. It's just really satisfying to me. All right, so that was Signs. This has been Movie Sleepover, and I hope you had a really good time. Let me know in the comments what you want to watch next, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.